All right.
So come right over here.
Oh.
Yeah. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, vinyl community. I'm Maria. I discovered the VC about 4 months ago, and I have finally worked up the courage to make my own video about my vinyl experience. Basically, let's see. This is my setup. I'll start with this very sturdy shelf. I mean, like, this is sturdy. My dad is an engineer. He's 85 years old. He built it for me. And, I wanted it to be this project that I could help him with. What ended up happening, it was just me sweeping up, So what I did is I painted it and added glitter and then, some stickers and stuff like that. I added this piece of art. I bought this at a show here in Atlanta from a woman named Stephanie, and she sells, music-related art, and you'll see her at shows, and usually at the good shows, is what I'm telling you. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna put my art on my shelf for all my albums. Now right over here is my setup, my stereo. Most of these pieces this is like 30 years old. I think the cassette player is the most recent thing I have. And I have it housed in like a 1950s TV box. I'm probably going to remove this door because I lost that one and might as well take that one off. I do intend to upgrade because, I've had it for 30 years. So when I upgrade, I will post a video to show what I ended up getting. So yeah, I have been collecting pretty much all my life. I really, let me think. Well, I remember early, I think we cut out of a cereal box a 45. I think I had like some Scooby-Doo albums, Mr. Rogers. But the first piece of vinyl that I ever personally bought, and this will probably be a first in the VC, I can show you where I bought my first piece of vinyl, and it's within probably 30 feet of where we're standing right now. So come here and I'll show you. You take a look down there into the front yard. That is where I bought my first piece of vinyl. We were having a yard sale. My dad was part of the booster club for North Fulton High School, and so a bunch of people donated stuff, and we used our front yard as the venue for this yard sale. So I bought, it was a 45, it was the Jackson 5 ABC 123, and the only reason I bought it, I didn't know anything about the Jackson 5, but the Motown label, the purple color, just sort of drew me. I'm like, this is pretty, so I bought it. So, and I do have that somewhere. I'm sure I have it somewhere. So that's the first piece of vinyl I bought, and yeah, it was in my own front yard. After that, let's see. I ended up buying, I can't remember what order, I bought this. I bought this. It's TV theme songs. This is volume 2, and these were all the shows that were popular at the time, and it really I think like the One Day at a Time. They've sort of like, I don't know, like there was a guitar solo, very country-esque guitar solo they added. So, we had all these theme songs. If you look at the art. Like these people, they don't even look like the people. And when I was looking at this yesterday, I realized, so Red Fox, I have one of his party albums called, I think it was like Laugh at the Party. Mackenzie Phillips, I have a bunch of Mamas and Papas albums, studio albums, live at Monterey. I have a Mama Cass album and I have a Mugwumps album. And then Valerie Bertinelli, I have all 6 Van Halen albums. And yeah, I said all 6 because they ceased to exist after. I don't have any Van Hagar, so I have all 6 Van Halen albums. And I did wear my Van Halen. I got this in 1984 when the album came out. So I decided to wear that. I think after that, on TV, it's not K-Tel, it's I&M Teleproducts. You know, it was called Dreamin'. It was, you know, you're watching TV, they play like, you know, 2 or 3 measures of a song, and I sent cash in the mail, and it's a double album, but it's got stuff on it like, let's see, the Atlanta Rhythm section, So Into You, I can't think of nothing else. It's got stuff, Right Time of the Night. And it also has, I think there's a Hall & Oates. They have Don't Give Up on Us by David Soul, who was also doing Starsky and Hutch at the same time. So, yeah, and then when it came in the mail, that was so exciting to me. Now, at this point, I have 372 albums. A good 100 of them I got from my best friend's grandfather. He was no longer listening to them and didn't know what to do with them, and so my best friend Paige was like, Maria would love them. So his contribution, a lot of classical, a lot of really good opera, music, Broadway musicals, even stuff like, you know, the best cha-cha-cha of the 1950s, and I'll put stuff like that on every so often. So it's 372 albums I have, not counting box sets, and this box set, which is so beautiful, I don't know what I got all over it, Jack Kerouac collection, and what it has, it comes with a really cool book with pictures of, you know, all the Beat generation, all the Beat writers, and then it's 4 albums. He's playing with Steve Allen. He's reading a lot of the poetry from Mexico City Blues with Steve Allen as accompaniment, and blues and haikus. So this has saxophone accompaniment. These are all. This is him. Just doing some readings without any music accompaniment, and the last one is him talking about, is there a Beat generation? But I find these albums to be absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, when I count my 372 albums, I don't even include the box sets. So got that. Some of the things, now let's see, some of my favorites, I went through, I have pretty much all of the Yes albums up till Big Generator. So that's like, and then I've got solo stuff. So like if I look in here, what do I have? I think I've got, you know, like John Anderson. I think I've got some Rick Wakeman. I've got Chris Squire solo. Yeah, I've got Chris Squire in here as well. Most of the Yes albums. Another, let's see, what else do I like in my collection? I think, where is it? One of my favorite movies, Betty Blue. It's a French film. Béatrice Dalle is in it. It came out around, I think, 87, and that's what year I bought this soundtrack. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are just a lot of, like, there's a part in the movie where, like, this little boy is playing piano. That's on here. There's some saxophone. There's there's Lisa Rock where they're all dancing together. And I don't think a lot of people have this soundtrack, but that's another thing that I've got that I really like. The strangest thing, or I think that what people would find strange, I have Charlie Manson's album. It was recorded before the murders, but it came out in 87. I think I bought it at Book Nook. And there are a few good songs. Look at Your Game Girl. A few of them are simple, like, Your Home is Where You're Happy. Some of them are a little intense, and it's just sort of weird. And I guess it's just one of the weird albums in my collection, the fact that I have Manson. Just a few more things. I have some really good comps here. I've got some compilations. This is No Wave, and it's a promo copy on a clear ice blue vinyl. I wonder if I can just pull that out. So an absolutely gorgeous album, and it has, I think, two different, let me see what year this came out. It had two different songs by the Police. Roxanne would be the most famous. Pull it back out. Pull the album. You got it? So on this compilation, so there are two Joe Jackson songs. There's the Stranglers, two Police songs, and like I was saying, the most famous is Roxanne. We've got the Dickies. What year did this come out? 77, 78, I think it's what that says. So a really good compilation. And the guy on the front sort of looks like the guy in Square Pegs. I don't think it is. I think it's just, I don't think it is, because Square Pegs was on in like 81 or 82. The other compilation I have that I love, Music of Kurt Weill, the original Kurt Weill. We've got on this compilation, I've got to get my glasses again. We've got Sting doing Mac the Knife, and we've got like Marianne Faithfull. Oh, and I'll hold it up so you can see. We've got Todd Rundgren, Tom Waits, Lou Reed doing September Song. So it's all these very well-known musicians doing these Kurt Weill songs. So I've got those comps. The other things, let's see, what else was I going to show? Oh, so my newer purchases, I got the new Run the Jewels, Killer Mike, Atlanta Man. This is where we are right now, is Atlanta. It's Run the Jewels 4. Now this says indie exclusive. It's a clear and magenta vinyl, and these, I guess I could pull them out. Oh yeah, because there's also a book in here too. So it's really, hold on, let me pull the book out. It's really got, basically the lyrics is what the book is. And then there's the clear vinyl and the magenta. I'm guessing that's the clear, the other one. It's a double. Hold on, let me just put this down. The other one is magenta. But yeah, so this is my, and what's today? Today is November the 12th. So this is 2020. So this is probably the newest album I bought. You move this way. That way. Yeah, this is the newest album I bought. And it's so good. There are a lot of people on it, and you know what? Because I probably should have read it before I started this video, but I can't remember offhand who some of the guest musicians are. The other new album I bought, which technically isn't new, it's television, live at the Old Waldorf, San Francisco, June 29th of 78. Now it's a double album. It's got mostly, stuff from Marquee Moon. It's got Little Johnny Jewel. Side 4 is a cover of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And, but when I put this on, and I play all my music very loudly, and I keep my windows open, and I like to think that when people are walking by on the street, that they think I've got a band set up in here, because this live album is so good. You actually feel like you were there. And I think, and if you ever watch Mazzy's channel, I think he was there for this. Oh, and the only live album that I've ever been there for is, where are you? Wait, was it this one? Hold on, was it this Dasher album? Let's see. Was it this one? No, you know what? It's this one. So this, let me get my glasses again. This was basically Dasher's last show. It was the third time I had ever seen them, because they had left Atlanta and moved to Indiana. And so this was their final show. I didn't realize it would be their final show until I actually got there. And it was recorded at 529 on July 21st, 2018. And the picture, Kylie, she wrecks the drum kit at the end of the show. That's the stage at 529 at the end of the show. So this is the only live album I've ever actually been at the show. The sound quality is not good. It was recorded via a cell phone and a field recorder. But, I got it. I really wish I could send it to Kylie and get her to autograph it. I might look into that someday. But this, so I was thinking what are you telling me? Move this way? I was thinking I could catch, I think the last bus was like 12:30. Well, as I look at my watch, I'm like, there are like 7 bands playing that day. I'm like, no, I'm definitely going to be here later than 12:30. It turns out I was there till like 1:45, so I missed my last bus. As a matter of fact, I saw it go by, but I'm like, I'd rather be stranded than miss Dasher, and especially since it was their last show, because at the time I didn't have a cell phone. I ended up having to take a cab all the way back to where I live. So, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I would have never missed the show just to catch my bus. I'm just like, I remember thinking, I was looking for people from the show that I recognized that maybe I knew well enough to drive me, but I couldn't. So I had to pay for a cab. But yeah, so I was at this show. what else? Yeah, I guess that's it. The only other thing, I have a question, anyone watching. I just got this at Book Nook. I don't know about this band, the Voodoo Love Gods, not the Hindu Love Gods, the Voodoo Love Gods. And I don't see a lot of information online about them. And it came out in '87, and they sound pretty good. I don't know anything about them. So if anyone watching knows anything about them, tell me in the comments. And yeah, that's what I've got with my video so far. Subscribe if you want to hear. I have so many more albums I could tell you about. I get new albums all the time. Subscribe, and I guess I will see you next time I post a video. So, bye everyone. Thank you.